Hey everyone, this is Kat. I know Halloween's coming up, and I hope that everybody has a good Halloween. Pray for the trick-or-treaters that come to your door and hand out gospel tracts with candy. Anyways, let's get on with this video. If the Mandela Effect were all about love of the truth, Jane would not have lied about Chanel and Brant 2 years ago. Jane would also not be getting defended today. Her life would not be getting protected and defended like there's no tomorrow by most of the community. Jane would be in huge trouble for lying to the community as a whole. Instead, she gets defended and protected. And not only that, but earlier this year, Will in a group message that I am now banned from by Drachmas. Thanks, Drachmas, for defending her, by the way. Thanks for defending the liar, as you claim to love the truth. You can see that Jane lied yet again by saying that these two were married to other people and God told them that God told them they're the two witnesses and now they are together. That is a blatant lie and falsehood. Chanel and Brant are still married to the exact same people they were married to when they were first affected. They are not dating. They are not a couple. Now, do they believe they are the two witnesses? Yes. Does that suddenly mean that they're dating? No. They are friends, nothing more than that. If the Mandela Effect were all about a love of the truth, Harbinger of the Harvest would not have used gematria in order to shun Chanel for using gematria. And plus, if they were so convinced that gematria was evil, they would also be dealing with Changing Matrix, who also uses it. Where are the pitchforks on Changing Matrix? There aren't any. And because they're so busy focusing on how Chanel's a bad person, we're using gematria, that they're failing to deal with anyone else who uses it. Harbinger of the Harvest used gematria here, yet he gets defended. If this were all about a love of the truth, this hypocrisy right here would not go unnoticed or undealt with. They'd be dealing with Harbinger too, as well as Changing Matrix, not simply Chanel. So, my conclusion is that the Mandela Effect is not all about a love of the truth, but I have a little more to go by. If seeing the Mandela Effect was all about a love of the truth, then Making Space would not have run around proclaiming that I profess a different gospel when he knew that was not so. He lied here, so why should I believe anything else he has to say? Honestly, he lied about me to make sure I got kicked from the majority of the community. Why should I trust him? He has proven himself a liar. And yet, he has so much influence over the Mandela Effect community. If the Mandela Effect community actually cared about the love of the truth, Making Space would not have nearly the amount of influence that he does. Ultimately, here is my view. If the Mandela Effect were actually all about a love of the truth, then liars wouldn't be able to be running rampant in the community and they would be dealt with. There would be an eradication of the liars from the Mandela Effect community. Instead, we see the exact opposite. We see liars being held up as leaders, and anybody that they lie about getting shunned, because it's easier to shun people on a bandwagon than it is to actually stand up to the lies. If you stand up to the lies, you get kicked and banned and blocked. I mean, you can try to convince me that seeing the Mandela Effect is all about a love of the truth, but when all of this stuff occurs and when it's all taken into account, that doctrine falls flat on its face and cannot even hold itself up. The only reason why it's still held up is because the liars still insist that we need to hold it up, not because it can stand on its own. I will see everybody in the next video. Thank you for watching.